apologize. You're gonna say something. I'm gonna do drops here.
Oh, you're fine. It's so as we all know, yesterday was my birthday.
Yes, sir. Late happy birthday to you. Belated happy birthday.
Appreciate it. So
everybody, wish Mac Daddy Dubs a happy 100th birthday. I mean, dude looks good for his age.
So I get a message from my old high school teacher, and yeah, I'm about to play it. So she sends me a voice message singing me happy birthday, and we're gonna play it.
One of those happy birthday, Mr. President type of things.
Speaking of, we'll get to that in a second. About
look at you, Mac.
What's up? I thank you, Mom. Appreciate it, Mom. Stay tuned. I need you to hear this. It's from my favorite teacher,
Mama?
Ms. Barber.
Thank you. For
yeah. Thanks for joining. Shout out to my old school, Clayton High School. Shout out to my.
That is so sweet. That is so. Mama, we gotta get you on the show to embarrass him sometime, please.
Yeah.
Let us know.
All right, listen. Shout out to Miss Lynette Barber, my old teacher. Here we go. We're gonna play a little something for y'all. Let's do this.
Happy birthday, Cameron. I thought I was going to send you a video, but boy, I look too rough today. But anyway, this is my happy birthday song to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cameron Ball. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, and I wish you many, 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 many more.
Thank you, Miss Barber, for that. That made my day.
That is a very talented woman.
Yes, it is. And this talented woman is going to be on our show.
So, Mama, real quick. Nice. Thank you, Mac. Mama, let's talk about that for a minute, because unfortunately, he won't be on tomorrow. That would have been great. However, he's ditching on me tomorrow. So we will definitely look forward to. Hey, I don't think we have anybody planned for next Friday, a week from today. So if that works for you, we would love to have you on here to embarrass Mac Dubs. We can talk about all types of stuff. We can talk about Big Mac, when he was Little Mac, and all that other good stuff. So yeah, looking forward to it. Sorry about the noise, everybody. We're in the middle of a heat wave over here, so.
Speaking of, did you see that text message that said type A or B?
I replied to it. Yes.
I was wondering because I didn't answer the phone.
No, I answered the text message. Just because, Mac, you know my political views, and we're gonna get controversial here for a minute. Nothing's off limits. I don't like asshole.
Sounds good, Mom. We'll shoot for that Friday after.
All right. Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't like the asshole that's in the White House or any kind of Democrat. I am a straight Republican. When I vote all red. However, we have some very, very big news that I already got the scoop, Mac. You don't know nothing about it. I want to send it to Landon real quick, though. Sorry for leaving you out here. So,
congratulations, Bonehead, for flying your very first drone.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, good job.
Good job. Wait, AJ, so what's going on? What's the big news, man?
Well, I don't know. You told me about it before the show. I figured Might be a good idea to announce that.
Oh yeah, I'm Max. So I was looking that up to try to find a stream. So at my church, my youth group leader is a pro runner, and he is actually was invited and qualified for the Olympic trials. And tonight at approximately 10:27 Eastern time, he'll be running the 10,000 meter race, and then next week he'll be running 10,000. So cheer on my man Drew Hunter. He's a famous runner. You can look him up on Google, but he goes to my church. Great guy. And the Rockies just got another home run hit on him. Also, guys, if you're watching on my channel Sunday, I am having a collab with Denver Sports Talk. He has over 10,000 subscribers. We're going to talk Broncos football this Sunday with Denver Sports Talk, so make sure to check that out. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Go ahead. I want to announce the huge thing that happened afterwards. Go ahead.
So, Landon, I just want to let you know, I told AJ this earlier, but first and last hit, we are making very big moves. We got hit up by a third station today, and we might be getting picked up by them. If so, this will be very big. They're very big in the sports universe. So
we got to amp up the content.
Be right back, guys.
We're gonna have to amp up.
Try to cut some of the background noise.
Well, I could see if I could get Drew Hunter to come on the show sometime. And if you would also want to get my guy I'm collabing with, he has over 10,000 subscribers, one of the biggest Broncos contenter on the platform. So whatever you guys want, I really just want to help, obviously, make this show, get more views. No,
that's great, and we appreciate it, Landon. It's just a shame that the Broncos aren't making it to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, that spot's reserved for Tampa Bay. Who's doing
that is? Well, I believe we're in the AFC, and you guys are in the NFC.
Yeah, and that's okay. I still don't think they'll do it. However, big news. I should have started it off. I should have started the show off right. Champions. We made history as the only NBA team with the most championships at 18.
I know this person.
Money Maxey.
I know this person.
Do you?
Yep. I think so.
Huh. Is this something we want to talk about off the air?
No.
Oh.
Landon, do you know this person?
Money Maxey? I'll be there, go Broncos. No Money Maxey, but make sure to check it out, man. If you follow that Broncos.
Money Maxey, I know who you are, and I know where you live.
Wow, if that ain't creepy.
Bonehead.
Oh. Well, I guess it's less creepy when he lives in your house.
Oh, I know. Well, check it out, though, Mac. I mean, check it out, Mac and Max.
We'll do. We'll be checking it out.
Thank you, Mama. We appreciate it.
What about the?
You're going to want to hear these stories.
Yeah.
For sure. So real quick though, Celtics, we won. We are the only team now to, hold the most championships in NBA history. I'm very excited about that. However, Mac knows where I'm going with this. I am kind of pissed off. We did some betting down there, and apparently Kyrie decided that Officer Kyrie, this is a PSA for you back at in New Jersey, Atlantic City Boardwalk. Where's our money? Where's our 1,200? So about that, we were on the boardwalk, placed our bets, and fucking Kyrie decided he wanted to skip the game and go patrol the boardwalk when it didn't need patrolling because Batman, and I'm not even shitting you guys, Batman was patrolling the boardwalk. There was no need for Officer Kyrie to be there. Kyrie should have been at the game scoring his points so we could get our money. But no, he had to go patrol. On a realistic note, though, it was just an officer that looked exactly like Kyrie. So we were picking on him. And then, ironically, after the game, that officer was nowhere to be seen. So,
Hey guys, I got a clip to show you guys. I don't know if you saw this from Game 5, but Kyrie went jumping into the crowd, and then one of the fans said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So this is the play here. I don't know if you saw it here, but Kyrie went right into the crowd right there.
stands.
So he must have not been on patrol today because I didn't know we were doing jumping lessons during Game 5. But if we were trying to learn how to dive, wasn't the right place. This wasn't a swimming pool, but a disastrous Game 5 for the Mavericks.
the Boston Mavericks. I've never heard of that team. Is that a new team that just came into the league or something?
The Boston Mavericks. Hey, in a little bit, guys, I got a very good take to talk to you guys about this NBA season. We got to be recapping it, man. It was on my next podcast, I'm going to make sure to recap the NBA season, but this was a doozy of a season. A lot of drama.
Yeah. So, where do we begin? Okay. So, where do we begin? We've already told the one story with the Officer Kyrie. Oh, yeah. So, me, AJ, and the fams, we're all walking down, chilling, walking down the boardwalk. Me and AJ, we split off. We go do our own thing, and they go do theirs. And we come back, and I get approached by some woman, and she goes, "Hey, how tall are you?" I go, well, I guess you could say I'm around 6'5", and this is where she says, "Grown ass man doesn't know his own fucking height."
But you know, it's funny.
What a piece! And then he's like, and then she's like, "What a piece of shit!" And then walks right off.
But what's funny about that is I didn't split off too far. I actually went in to get some ice cream, and the same woman who apparently talked to Mac on the outside with the fam had made a comment, and then used said comment to her, tried to her advantage. She comes in and walks up to me. She sees me walking out with the ice cream. She says, "Excuse me, sir, do you have $3 so I can get a slice of pizza? I'm homeless." Well, here a few minutes prior, she had told Mac, "Fuck the homeless," but then comes up and hits me up for $3 for a slice of pizza because she's homeless. And in my mind, and of course because I have to behave, I wanted to say, "No, bitch, you know how to work the corner." But again, I have to behave because we're on vacation. I have a reputation to uphold. Yeah, so I sent her on her merry way. I just dismissed her, told her no, sorry, I don't have anything. Meanwhile, a whole ice cream, and I believe actually I had the money in the change in my hand. I kept walking.
I did get me and AJ did get some cool NFL gear this weekend though. This past week.
Yes, sir. What's unfortunate though is so, and actually this is going to be a shout out to all of Mac's fans here, because apparently I have no fan. I have one fan, which I am truly convinced Mac probably went and paid as I was using the bathroom because I had to shit, and I don't like using public bathrooms, but I wouldn't have made it back to the hotel room. So thank you for paying him to act all excited there. Anyways, why is it that you were the only one that got pretty much noticed? You had a security guard all over you, dude. I am surprised he did not try to rip your clothes off, because this dude was getting noticed everywhere. But oh, hey, look at me! It's just lonely old me, just sitting over here all by my lonesome. No, nobody gave a fuck about me. So I've been taking the last couple, day or so since being home. Mac, you got a couple text messages about it. Really rethinking and just reflecting, I guess, not rethinking, reflecting on.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we talked about this already. I mean, I had got my little spotlight down there, but look, dude, you're getting ready to do a movie.
Yeah, but hush, hush. Can't talk much about it. So, anyways, aside from that, Landon, I feel so bad because we are taking away from you. We talked to you on vacation, no. So that was nice. I'm sure it was different to hear both of us together on the phone, on the same phone, without being a three-way call.
Yeah, guys, it was different because I think when you think of this show and you think of it as the Mac telling AJ to stop doing stuff show. That should be the correct name of the show. But when we were on the phone, it seemed more like AJ was patrolling. Mac, were you taking care of AJ or was AJ taking care of you? That's the big question.
We were taking care of each other.
That's good, but Mac,
And you know what, Landon? So much so that fought with a couple security guards. Mac backed me up there. So,
AJ witnessed me spill a little blood.
Yep. But that's okay. It's just part of the game.
Here's the stitches too. It looked way worse when.
So the first security guard we dealt with, very nice woman.
Shout out to that security guard. I saw her before
Absolutely. No problem with her. However, she was just misinformed on how to do her job, and that's fine. Second security guard I dealt with, he was nice, but very backhanded. I guess conceited. I don't know what word I want to use. So I'm sitting there talking to him. He comes up and he's talking to me, and I explained to him what the first security guard had said. To which he replies at the very end of the conversation, looks at my daughter, and he crossed the line. But again, I'm on vacation. I'm not trying to end up in jail. He says, yeah, I can't be looking at the next degenerate gambler. To which I wanted to say, and Max starts walking up. So I just, says, I said, what I wanted to say to him was, yeah, but it's the degenerate gamblers that allow you to have your job. So it keeps this place running. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a fucking job. But I kept my mouth shut because, again, I'm not trying to get into a fist fight. So what really set me over the edge was this short little Chinese little security guard walks up to me and he starts, and he starts in on me. And I said, look, I'll tell you the same thing I told the second one, and I explained the situation. He says, yeah, I understand, but now my supervisor is calling for me to come over. Say something. Well, look, I told him, I said, look, I done told you what happened. I said, have a nice day. And I started walking away. Now, Mac is several feet, to the side to hear overhear everything. I start walking away. Max starts to follow, to which this security guard, and I don't like
following us.
Yeah, and I don't like, number one, I don't like when people are standing behind me. I don't like it when people are following me. I don't like it. So I turned around and do we have a problem? And the dude stops and looks at me. I said, yeah. I said, you don't need to fucking follow me. I said, you can follow your ass right back to your own fucking country. I said, be grateful that, you're here. Now look, I am not, by any means, I am not a racist guy. By no means. However, if you're a foreigner, and you are here, be grateful that you're here. You don't see me going off into your country, disrespecting you and treating you like garbage. So I understand you have a job to do, but you come at me with respect. I did not by any means come up to you and start trashing you to show any type of disrespect. So therefore, if you come at me a certain way, expect that same shit back. And I went completely off. And I knew he heard me. He didn't like it and I didn't care. I was waiting for him to come up and say something. So we went and we dealt with, was it the head of security or something, Mac?
Yep.
And again, shout out to that guy too, because he was very nice. He knew I was pissed off and he explained everything and addressed it in a private matter. I didn't feel the need to blow it out of proportion and do written statements and all that bullshit. There was no need for it. We let it go, and he agreed to go talk to both of them privately and I let it go after that. And the funny thing about it is I ran into that same Chinese security guard later on, and he just looked at me. And I'm like, you know, but yes, eventful week at the boardwalk. It was great. Some blood was spilled. Got to eat some good food. You know, there was even some screaming going on. So, but yeah, I mean, outside of that, Landon, how was your week?
You know, guys, I actually have some big news. I actually, as a 14-year-old, got a job over the week. I got hired at Proto's Pizzeria here in my town, and I started my training on Thursday.
Free
Honestly,
pizza, let's go.
I'm not gonna reveal any of my pay stuff or whatever, but I'm gonna work about 2 or 3 times a week. Getting paid pretty well at a local pizzeria. So your 14-year-old is gonna start making some moolah and gonna work on that. I started high school cross country this week. We began our cross country this week, so my first week of ever running 5 days a week. So pretty tough for me, but I've just been working through some stuff.
Well, Landon, you know what that means? Free pizza.
It is free pizza for the boys. I agree with that.
Let's go.
Never would hate for some free pizza.
That's right. Oh, and I got a question for you. So I talked to a certain somebody today who is solely convinced, Mac, that you called her yesterday. Did you call Mom Faye?
Mom Faye?
No.
Listen, apparently she got a call yesterday. She got a call yesterday from somebody and says to me, yeah, I think he called last night. I'm like, no, because I got home yesterday and he's in Atlantic City. So he's like,
no, I didn't call your mom. That's why I'm confused.
It was just funny. I'm like, I barely even talked to him last night. I said, actually, I think the first words out of my mouth was, I didn't even speak to him yesterday, which was kind of a lie because I did. But I corrected myself and said I barely spoke to him. But no, he didn't call you. He's in Atlantic City. Now he's on his way home, So on that note, I do think that we have some stuff that we have to do here pretty shortly because she's overdue. She
is overdue. That's weird, though. That's weird.
It's just funny that she needed a phone call from literally I'm sorry. Even though she doesn't seem to be on right now, I had to say this word correctly. Literally. Shout out to one of our guests.
Literally?
No, literally. And I say that because Emma, the one we did the Gypsy Rose case, if you talk to her, get her to say the word literally, and she will say literally. She puts so much emphasis on the T, and it's the greatest. It's the greatest. That, and I like it how she says that, and I love how she says the word yes. If she says yes, I will go out of my way to get her to say yes.
Literally.
Yep. Because she can't say it fast.
Literally.
Every time she tries to say it fast, it never works out. So she puts a lot of emphasis on the T for literally. Uh-oh. Looks like Mac is being summoned or hollered at.
No.
Oh. I mean, AC, dude, I tell you what, we've been told about our chemistry, but I will say this, just meeting you in person, it was natural. You know what I mean? Like, I was nervous, and then when I seen you for the first time as you're patrolling, apparently you and your wife decided to patrol the parking lot for a while there. I had to go out there and flag.
I'm freaking lost.
Dude, it was not hard.
Bro, it was my first time in AC.
Yeah, but then you see me and as you see me walking this way, you still decided to go all the way. Like, where are you going? Like my guy, I'm over here. Hey.
Dude, and you know it was so funny. Like when I saw you walking, it looked like one of the bushwhackers. You were
Oh,
like,
so when y'all get a chance, we did get to do some promoting down there. I think it's on YouTube. You know, did a couple things there. Shouted out to everybody. Did a quick live. Landon, when you see Max stand up and you actually see him full body, you're going to be reminded of another childhood favorite. Not Barney. I won't go there. But another childhood favorite is Grimace. Give Mackie chicken nugget, dress him in full on purple, have him hold a nugget like this, take a photo. You couldn't tell the difference. You would think you're taking a photo with Grimace.
oh, bruh. What was it? We were talking about this in the car. Our new segment.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So, Landon, we have a new segment because apparently, oh yes, and by the way, hopefully, that young gentleman will have the that donation hopefully tonight. I'm almost for certain that we did a PSA. We made an announcement on here more than once about stealing our content. There was, you know, and again, you have things on your page scheduled or for premiere for future episodes. I don't care. You know, you didn't come and talk to us. So now, make your donation. We'll let you use it, or you're going to get hit with a cease and desist. You know, I'm not in the interest of having our ideas, you know, taken from us and used to better your channel. You're not paying us to better your channel. So,
You kicked us to the well. You kicked me to the curb, tried to break up the team. And then weeks later, we get signed to two of the biggest online radio stations there is.
looking at a third one, or a third
Looking
one.
at a third one. Oh, yeah, a third one looking up.
But yet you claim to be the biggest show out there, number one everywhere. Mac, apparently I'm gonna have to stay on you over and over and over until you finally.
I'm gonna get it done. We just.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Numbers.
Yes, sir. But yes, I think the most important thing is hope keeping an eye on that donation, whether it's going to come or when it's going to come through. Might be something we can work on here in probably after the show or something. However, I just looked at the time, and I believe it is a time for a word from our sponsors.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, quick 40-second commercial. Grab a drink, grab some popcorn, come back, chill with us. And we are going to talk some sports.
Because that's some bullshit.
Yes, it is. On the new segment, that's some BS. Here, on the First and Last Hit Radio. Here, on the Block 105 Radio.
And
here,
SoCal.
And coming off the bench podcast with Landon Rank. We'll be right back, folks. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the First and Last Hit show on the Block 105 and SoCal Radio.
If you're looking for a great, not just a good book, but a great book to read, check out Poseidon and his new book. Mac, I apologize. I stole your
The Almighty Voyage. The Almighty Voyage. You can get it on all platforms. And if you don't want to read it, do what Landon's doing. Put those things on.
Whether it's a headset like that or earbuds, whatever you got to do, you just put it in there and you can listen to it. You get a narrator, you get background music, you get all that yummy, yummy goodness, and you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to worry about bookmarking it or none of that. You can pause it and do whatever you want, and you get to pick right back up. However, if that gets you too angry, we would like for you to go and take some self-defense classes
with Peter Hottingman.
Yes, this man is so good. I'm not kidding you guys.
How good is he, bro? How good
is he? He is so good. He is Chuck Norris good. He will teach people from all ages, from in the womb all the way to in the casket. That is how good he is. So please go check out Peter Watermeyer. Just make sure you use it for self-defense purposes. Don't
use it for beating up the caretakers. Don't use it for beating up the nurses and the doctors, or your next door neighbor that lives with you at the retirement home.
Yes, it is for self-defense only.
Guys, if you're looking for cards, collectibles, stuff like that, AC's cards and collectibles. We were down in AC this weekend. AC's Cards and Collectibles was down there making some moves, doing some things. If you need it, we got it. All prices, mystery bags, you name it, we got it. Now, if you're looking for something to wear, if you're an athlete or anything like that, please come check out Ball Club. We have all different types of hoodies, shirts, soon to be socks, working on socks.
Literally
cups,
anything. So before we move on to the next sponsor, though, funny thing about that is I sent Mac information on a machine that will literally do more than make more things than what we are currently selling. We're talking cutting tables, for people who like chopping vegetables or cutting boards, all that other good stuff. Let us know if you guys think you want more of that type of stuff, and we will definitely look into that and get that so we can start making that. And I believe that there is one sponsor that we need to talk about. He's a certain cowboy, a motivational cowboy that has classes starting from $3.99 up to $9.99. He's a motivational speaker. You can catch him here every so often on our show. Always a great guy to talk to. Deep conversations. Usually we always run over on those episodes. Go check him out. He will never put a punctuation in a sentence. So,
here's a quote from him too. Your life has purpose only if you make that purpose worth living for.
Is that it for sponsors? I don't think there's
Yeah, that's all I can come up with right now. Now,
right.
On to our new segment.
That's some bullshit.
Give me a second. I
got
got something for you guys here.
Oh?
He's been working on something?
That's some bullshit.
There you guys go. That's some bullshit.
What?
Do you guys know what that's from? I know what that's from.
I don't.
They look like Key and Peele at first, but I don't think it is.
That's some bullshit, baby. We got bullshit all over the sports world. We are almost complete, my boys. We are almost complete to the saddest part of the year, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, the Edmonton Oilers are trying to avoid me being depressed with trying to stay alive and come back from a 3-0 deficit and tie it up 3-3. Right now, they're up 3-0 at the end of the second, guys. But that's some bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. My first take, guys. Are you ready, Mac?
Yep.
All right. You know what's some bullshit? The fact that sports is about to be done. There is no excuse to not go and watch some MLB games. There's no excuse to not watch some MLS soccer games, ladies and gentlemen. The world of sports is not crashing and burning once the Stanley Cup Finals ends. Go outside, enjoy yourself a ball game. Go outside, watch some MLS, watch some Olympics, and watch some Braves.
Oh my gosh, bruh.
What?
AJ, bruh.
That's what I was checking now.
We freaking hit, baby.
Did we? Hold on. Yes, sir. Let's
My
go.
my Rockies are getting blown out by 5 right now, 9-4. But luckily, they're trying to come back right now. But watching the Rockies is just something. But guys, I'm gonna just make a quick take, ladies and gentlemen. AJ, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Your Celtics winning their 18th NBA championship, and you know what? I want to go back because I want to see, because I'm pretty confident in one of my shows or one of my podcasts. I said that I thought it was going to be a 4-2 series, maybe, or 4-1 series. So I'll try to look back in it, but I believe I got pretty close. I was a little nervous when they were on the verge of sweeping them because I was a little scared about that. But you know what? I had a pretty good prediction.
But you know what, though? While we're on the topic of some bullshit, what's some bullshit is Mac and I, while in AC, placed 2 bets, and we lost both of them. 1, because Kyrie decided to patrol the boardwalk, and 2, because apparently during the last Braves game against the Tigers, hey, look, I'm glad you guys completely, just ran with it, but come on. You got to win. We need certain players to hit home runs. You guys didn't do that. However, you made up for it tonight. So the Tigers game, that's some bullshit. What's not bullshit, here's the twist. What's not bullshit is they made up for it tonight. So
I have to go back and see what all it is. All right, so question. This was asked on ESPN the other day. Now, is this some BS?
all right.
Are the Boston Celtics clearly better than the Lakers?
Yes, sir, by far. You cannot deny.
Is that a yes, or is that some BS, Landon?
All right, guys. I was trying to look back there at my video. Couldn't find anything about my prediction, but I know I was pretty on track with where my prediction was at, guys. But, I mean, what do you guys think about just this year's NBA season? I just got to ask a quick question. What do you guys think about this year's NBA season?
You know what? I think. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what I think? I think the actual best, the best series in the NBA playoffs would have to be the Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
No, sir. No.
Well, here's the thing. It was the most exciting one to watch.
See, now, and it's funny that Landon had asked that question because we were just talking about whether or not it's some bullshit to say that the Celtics are pretty much the greatest, that they are better than the Lakers. I firmly, and again, I'm a Celtics fan, so I may get a lot of heat for being biased. However, my unbiased opinion is statistics don't lie. We have the most wins of any NBA team in history. We have now the most championships in NBA history. That right there makes us the best. It makes us better than the Chicago Bulls. It makes us better than the Lakers. It makes us better than any team that has ever graced or is currently gracing the basketball world today. That is not bullshit. Landon, what is your thoughts? Do you believe that is some bullshit, or do you believe that is a factual statement?
You know what? I gotta say, when you look at some of the greatest dynasties in basketball, and I think it's not a bullshit statement to say that the Boston Celtics are one of the best teams in the NBA, but I think, when you look at this year's NBA season, when you look at what we've seen in the past from the NBA, this is a league that is going and trending more in the offensive direction of the ball. And it makes me wonder, the Celtics just have such a young coach. I believe the youngest ever hired head coach was Joe, whatever his name is, Joe Manzala, or whatever his name is, 30 years old, maybe 31. My question is when this league keeps ramping up and we see these teams keep scoring more points, when eventually do we get to a point where we look and we say, all right, is this league going to start to regress or continue to grow?
I think there's actually a time where you're not going to digress or progress. You might just plateau.
Well,
I think the most realistic question is how far are you going to progress before you plateau. You can plateau and then degress. Really, it depends on the boundaries. You know what I mean? Like how far are you willing to push that envelope? Creativity is going to be a big part in progressing a sport. Not just basketball, for football, baseball, all sports. It's the creativity. We're in an ever-changing world where new ideas are coming out, new things are happening. However, creativity could also set back a sport.
No.
But we are actually looking into a coming up of a different era. There's about to be a new era in the NBA, and it may not be in the next 2 to 3 years, but I'm going to say in the next 10 years, there's going to be a new era. This era is not going to contain Stephen Curry. This era is not going to contain LeBron James. There is not going to contain, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Wow, man. And a lot of these other people, a lot of the people that we talk about now, Kyrie's getting up there.
Yeah, Kyrie's getting old, man. I can see it in the playoffs.
So let me ask you guys a question.
It's that new era. The new era is going to come, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I don't know if I'm going to be excited or what, but we'll see.
So let me ask you guys a question. We're talking about creativity, progressing, and degressing the sport. Now, again, I'm going to kind of venture off into some controversial bullshit, if you will. I firmly believe that women should stay out of men's sports. However, vice versa, a man should stay out of a woman's sport. However, we are talking. I want to, Matt, touched on a new era coming up,
Well,
and that got me thinking about.
well,
Go ahead.
well, I will say this, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. When I was talking about the new era as well, flag football is really taking over the country, and
We're going for.
there's mixed, yeah, there's mixed. You know, there's a mix of both in the league, and quite frankly, some of the girls are better than the boys out here, and it's quite the way I look at it. I don't think it's embarrassing. I just think that's how it is.
You know what? You know what though. So I will go back to flag football here in a minute because I'm going to tie the basketball and the flag football kind of together in this. So my views, because I'm very old school, I will stay true to those views. However, I would be open to seeing a NBA being more accepting to having WNBA and NBA. Well, whether you started out as a clash of leagues,
Ooh,
event,
yeah.
a
Yeah.
clash of leagues event, and see if that takes off. Because if it falls and it doesn't work out, okay, you tried and failed. But we know how good the women are in the WNBA. Otherwise, they wouldn't be at the level that they're playing at. Same thing with the guys in the NBA. I really think that, and because it's not a contact, it's not as of a contact sport as say football, regular football, or help me here, mixed martial arts and things like that. Am I saying that that transgenders should be allowed to play? No, absolutely not. That's a whole nother subject that can be I could go on a whole nother hour about. What I'm saying though is flag football. Women, or I'm sorry, well, it's girls and boys, whatever the case. As you are not physically and intentionally trying to spear the other gender completely out of their body. You're not doing same thing in mixed martial arts. You're not trying to completely decimate the other gender. Flag football, basketball, and I'll even say baseball. Let's have something to do with softball, women's softball, and men's baseball. Let's merge it together because two things are happening here. One, you are bringing um, a whole new acceptance. I mean, you are allowing everybody to get behind something. You are pleasing, which is very hard to do, damn near impossible. You are pleasing everybody. All right. Yeah. Okay. So if you are a transgender, then I believe you should be. Whether you are a female that transitioned into man, you should not be able to play in a man's sport. However, if you are a woman uh, and playing in a woman's sport, again, limit it. Don't go off into the NFL or things like that. Stick to what's going to cater to both genders. Again, I'm old school. Basketball. You don't see those two going up there punching each other in the face, or trying to tackle the other one. No, it's not about that. Keep the locker room separate. Again, make a huge event. Clash of the Leagues, WNBA versus NBA. Um, things like that. I really, you know what, guys? I think we're on to something here.
You are, AJ. The NBA scouts better be listening.
Right? I mean, I don't see a problem with that because a man is not playing on a woman's team and vice versa. So, it's a battle of the genders. Plus, I think a lot of people would get behind that because men versus women. There's always that huge debate. Let's bring it to the professional world. All right, that could be a lot of betting. This goes. Oh my gosh! Look at this. I am getting goosebumps here. I mean, look at that. It's just I have to take a minute. I'll let you guys take over because I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't speak and I'm starting to short circuit. That is not some bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. That is one of the greatest things. I better get royalties for this shit. That is about the greatest. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. You guys take it from here.
AJ getting excited about
I gotta
the
go take the dog
future
out too.
of sports. I mean, never a bad thing to get excited about the future of sports. We are heading in an amazing direction in the world of sports, and it's never a bad reason to get excited about.
No, you're right. I got to take a look at some different flag football teams over the week. Actually, it's pretty cool watching some of the spring and summer tournaments they got going on. And shout out to all the teams that won, and shout out to all the teams that made it as far as they did.
I don't mean to promote, but if you guys didn't see, I dropped a Iowa football hype about almost 2 weeks ago. So if you guys want to check it out, it already has 154 views on it. It's actually a really good video. I won't.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a good video. I'm assuming you don't want to see some of it, Mac, but Hawkeye Nation.
Go ahead, drop it out.
All right, guys. Let's check out, AJ's gone, this new Iowa hype I made by myself. So check it out, guys, on my channel, and check it out here. Let's restart it here for you guys. Can you hear the sound?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him, but fuck him, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go. Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving them starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, as true as the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks for the roof. I heard him fucking with that stuff. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. call him Ryan, he's sick and he's spitting fire. And Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cop. The type women wanna be with, and rappers hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to roll with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it giving that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's leaving proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How did they do this? Is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Yeah. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, Styles of Beyond, Ryu, Top Beer, Machine Shop.
All right, guys.
That was awesome.
That was, I know, I liked it. It was, I worked on that a couple of weeks ago, the Iowa hype video. You can check it out on my YouTube channel at Landon Sports Network. We got plenty more coming. I'm working on a Broncos hype right now, so going to keep just publishing them out, man. And guys, I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but a couple of weeks ago on my show, we talked about how Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have been struggling. Ladies and gentlemen, they just took down the Atlanta Dream 91-79, and they have just won their fourth consecutive game, and they are now only 7-10. And it looks like the Fever are not just only on a winning streak now, but looking pretty good. And they are pulling themselves one of these, man. They are absolutely pulling one of these. I mean, they are tricking the country. Everyone thought they were selling, and then suddenly, you know, they pulled one of these off on the NBA.
And give me everything.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
That was the Fever right there, man. They pulled that gun out right after they thought they were being threatened. And 7-10, I mean, guys, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of WNBA, but you said they were good. And suddenly the Fever they're getting there, man. They are getting to the WNBA. How do you guys feel about this Fever win streak?
I like Caitlin Clark. I like the Fever. I like how they're bouncing back.
They're now in 8th place out of the 12 WNBA teams, but they are only a game behind the Atlanta Dream. But the thing about the Indiana Fever, AJ and Mac, is that their schedule is coming alive to them. They play the Mythics. So their schedule ends now. So basically, you guys know how it works in the WNBA, how they're going to take a break in a little bit for the Olympics. So they'll take a break in a little bit, but they play a Chicago team that they've already beat twice this year on the road on Sunday, a Chicago team that is struggling, that they can probably win their 5th game. And then they play a Seattle team that is pretty good, but they have a chance to win 5 straight, guys, and I'm very excited to see what they can continue to do out in Indiana. Pumping out some serious belief in these fans.
Well, let's hope they keep on pushing, and definitely excited to see them succeed. Looking at the time, though, it looks like you got to start wrapping up. Mac, is there anything you want to add before we wrap up?
PSA off Chicago, down Atlantic City. Still need my 1,200.
Yep, you can cash app it, do whatever you got to do. I mean,
Cash
I'm
App,
only
meet
3.5
halfway.
hours, so I don't want to have to make the trip because otherwise I'm gonna have to put, gas money and all that on there, and yeah, save yourself the interest.
Yep. Room, room service.
Oh, real quick, speaking of, so here I thought I lost my my key card for the room, and I found it. It was in my wallet, a different spot. So yeah, I'm sitting here with a key card. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. After we wrap up, I'll tell you more about it after we go off air. But yeah, that was definitely a story. On that note, Landon, you got anything you wanna throw out there before we wrap up?
No, but just again want to put out, have a big live stream coming up with Denver Sports Talk tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check that out. Yeah,
Is
guys.
that tomorrow or Sunday?
Sunday, sorry, not Sunday. Tomorrow's Saturday, man. It's the weekend now, guys. But yeah, and the Oilers are trying to make the first 3-0 comeback. Good luck to them. I mean, they're only 11 minutes away from getting us to Game 7. And the Rockies just allowed another grand slam. So life is great. Yeah, guys, that's really it for me tonight, guys. Thanks. I'm assuming we'll stay on for a little bit after the show, but yeah.
Well, on that note, hold on a minute.
On that note, while AJ goes whoops some kind of animal blood over there.
I'm back for a minute though. If it ain't sweet,
it's not tasty.
it ain't tasty. We love y'all.
Guys,
Stay safe, be good.
And
it's storming.
Really nice.
It's under rolls.
You'll catch AJ with you and Landon Ring tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
I've got to go spend some time with my dad. I haven't seen in 3 years. Anyways, hit my music.